What's up, Epic Battleflix viewers? I'm your battle narrator, and today we are witnessing an impossible sibling rivalry in the shadows of Hawkins. On one side, the embodiment of psychokinetic power, the lab's miracle child, 11 AKAL. And on the other side, the one who carries the curse of the Upside Down on his back, the Mind Flayer's first victim, but now a person who has awakened his own power, Will Byers. For years, 11 has been the hero of Hawkins. But after the recent events, does Will's unique and deep connection to the Upside Down have the potential to overcome L's raw telekinetic power? This is not just a clash of powers, it's a clash of two distinct forms of existence. Who do you think will be the victor in this emotional battle? Raw power or a cursed connection? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now and join the discussion while I dive into this complex analysis. Our rules are simple. Both are at their latest known power levels, whether that's a newly awakened ability or fully restored old power. The battle takes place in a dark region of the Upside Down. Round 1, defining the powers, the sniper versus the network. Let's start with 11. L is a lab experiment. Her power is pure psychokinesis. This is, simply put, the ability to manipulate objects with her mind. But this is more than just throwing things. It's telekinesis, mind traveling, energy manipulation, opening and closing interdimensional gates, and, most importantly, repelling physical attacks. 11's power is tied to her own battery. The harder she pushes, the more exhausted she gets, the more she bleeds, and the faster her power is drained. She is like a sniper. Her attacks are focused, fierce, and direct. She is the only person capable of physically tearing Vecna in half or crushing a Demogorgon's skull. Her power defies the rules of the physical world. Now, let's move to Will Byers. Will's power is different. His strength is not an ability born within him. It's a cursed debt to the Upside Down itself. He was the first to be linked to the Mind Flayer, Vecna's first child. This connection gives Will access to the hive mind. Will can use this connection to sense upside-down creatures, anticipate their movements, and, most importantly, influence them to a certain degree. Some theories suggest that Will's power, instead of consuming his own energy like 11's, might be siphoning energy from Vecna. Will is like a network operator. Though his power doesn't come directly from him, he can push the buttons of the hive. Round 2, battleground advantage and connection. The battle taking place in the Upside Down gives Will a significant advantage. This is where the bond between him and Vecna is strongest. 11 can manipulate the Upside Down with her power and close its gates. But Will is part of that universe. Will can attempt to direct the environmental creatures, the Demogorgons or Demodogs, against 11. If Will can manipulate the hive mind, he can create an army that L would have to fight herself. So, what will 11 do? 11's most powerful move would be to completely sever this connection of Will's. Just as she did to find Vecna's mind, she will try to find Will in a mental plane and strike at that connection point with all her might. But Will's situation is different from attacking Vecna's brain. Will's connection is less like an antivirus software and more like a part of the system. When 11 tries to cut this bond, she inflicts great pain on Will's mind, and this will emotionally halt Elle. I have to offer a thought here. 11's emotional attachments are both her greatest strength and her greatest weakness. The fear of harming Will prevents Elle from using her power to its full potential, especially considering the deep, unspoken feelings Will has for Mike. Elle knows this battle isn't just about saving Hawkins. It's about protecting a fragile heart. It's tough to fight someone you also want to comfort with a hug. Will's cursed connection, on the other hand, imposes no such moral restrictions on him. Round 3, the final clash and exhaustion. If Will succeeds in directing the Demogorgons against 11, Elle's energy will quickly drain. Destroying the Demogorgons one by one with telekinesis will cause Elle's nose to bleed and lead to exhaustion. But in the meantime, Will is defenseless. Will's power does not grant him a direct physical shield like 11's. While manipulating the creatures, Will cannot prevent 11 from focusing and attacking him directly. 11's path to victory, speed. Before the Demogorgons start moving, 11 needs to focus all her power on Will. She can use a mental shockwave to render Will unconscious or hold him immobile with telekinesis. If Elle strikes without hesitation within seconds, Will won't have time to utilize the connection. Will's path to victory, time, and environment. Will must use Elle's emotional hesitation to summon the creatures. Once the Demogorgons fill the battlefield, 11's energy will rapidly deplete. When her energy runs out, Elle is just a normal girl, and Will's hive power will quickly overpower a tired and bleeding Elle. So, which of these two possibilities is more likely? Will is inherently a passive and protective character. Elle would have to pose a physical threat to him to prompt him to attack. 11, on the other hand, acts with the reflex to protect her friends, especially Will. The concluding round, the breaking point. This fight is a matter of balance between raw power and control. 11's power, while controllable and focused, is expendable. Will's power, while coming from a chaotic and limitless source, is indirect and difficult to control. Will, to win this fight, must manipulate 11. He has to make her feel that he is already a soul lost to the Upside Down, and that attacking him is necessary. But 11's lessons from the war with Vecna have shown that willpower always wins. Elle, no matter how much pain she suffers, her ability to focus and her instinct to protect her loved ones never abandon her. Will, even if he starts summoning creatures, 11 can either use those creatures against Will's own body, or, in a simpler move, render Will unconscious using all her power. Elle does not have to kill Will. She only needs to neutralize him. Our final verdict. While Will's new power is impressive, 11's direct, raw power and battle experience outweigh it. Will's hesitation and indirect attack cannot match Elle's speed and intensity. The lab girl, 11 wins. What do you say? Could Will's unique connection to the Upside Down have created enough time to erode 11's power? Or would 11 have finished the match without a moment's hesitation? Keep the debate going in the comments. Which legendary clash would you like to see in the next Epic Battleflix video?